sides of town, and let's go inside.
Jared, what can you tell me has changed about the school?
It's just hi.
This is the center school. These are the front doors right here. We have a couple. As you go in, this is the waiting area if you want to talk to a principal or pick up your kid or something. Also, the cafeteria is right here, and then their school logo, which is the Eagles and the center school. So, they also have the nurse's office right here for kids, and down there are the classes. This is the gym area, which is also the cafeteria, which is also the music area and art area, and it's also where they do plays, which is kind of inconvenient, but that's just the way it is. So when they have gym class, they'll have to stop for the janitors to do the tables and set it up for all the kids. And they also have to do art in here because they don't have an art room, as I said before. But there's not really a good spot for them to do art. They're doing art on the same tables that they're doing eating lunch on. So, yeah. There is also a lot of problems with the wall. Like if you look at the wall right there, like there's a lot of the bricks are broken down a little bit. And you can tell that they've done work on them. So, this is the kitchen area in here. Oh, first let's start. This is the recess area where they walk in, which is kind of a small area for kids. And it's really hot in here. It's a closet for them. And this is the kitchen, which we'll look at later. And the boiler room is right next to where the kids walk in for recess, which is not really that safe because it could be somebody who's like joking around and goes in here, then this boiler room. This is the stage for the music class, this is really the music room. They do plays on here like once a year. And also all of this back here is just straight storage, which is very bad for music. It makes it hard for the kids to all fit. Also, because of how tight the center school is and how they don't have enough space for anything, they also have an office in here. I don't know, it's probably the music teachers or artists' office, but as you can see, this is not good for somebody to work. Say if somebody's having lunch or something, they have to get some work done, or it's a gym class and they need to get some work done, they can't do that. That's why we need the Parkview school. Yeah. And look at the storage again. As you can see, the storage is literally packed to the top with all gym supplies for the class. So. Oh, after school, they also have a program in here for kids. They all come in here. And this is also the only room that every kid in the school could fit in. So, for like assemblies and stuff like that. And ice cream socials, etc. This is the cafeteria as we're in again, and then right in here is where the kids get their lunch. Which it's kind of tight in here. As soon as they get in, the door's right here, they have to get their milk. So it's probably tight over here. And as you go in, you get to see the whole lunch process as you go through. So if there's like lunch ladies or something working over there, they're washing dishes. The kids are here and they're messing around and stuff too. But they do know what they're doing here. They got a full schedule of food, even homemade mac and cheese. And this is where they buy it. Yeah, it's kind of a small area for a lot of food that needs to be out every day. So, especially at the end of the year when the electric gets lower. Okay, so this is the hallway that leads down to the first kindergarten. From the buses, the kids walk down here. They all have lockers, which are very old and they're big. This is what they look like. We may have to share them together with 4 kids for one locker. And then they have heaters, which under the bench, which is a terrible design, and when the heater's on, kids are not allowed to sit on this because it's too hot. And it's also not really bolted in that well. Down here it's further wobbly. Like right here, this one is really wobbly for the kid to sit on. And when I touched it, I felt that it was hot. Also up here, the school was not really built for technology, so they have to improvise and put it with like the pipelines. So yeah, that was probably a lot of work. And then these are all the first grade classrooms, as I said before. We're gonna go into Mrs. Horn's class just to show you what it looks like. So, it's just a normal classroom. There's nothing wrong with the classrooms that I think, so. It's got a smart board and stuff. It's good. I just wanted to show you. And then as you get further down here, you go into kindergarten. And for kindergarten, their lockers, they're used as storage because of how everything is so tight and not big enough to school. So instead of them having lockers, they have little rings that are loose to put their backpacks and coats on. Well, this is used for storage for the school. Also, down here is cubbies for kindergarten classes, and this is here, which is covering up the entire lockers, and honestly it looks like it could get knocked down very easily. So, yeah. These doors used to just go straight outside. This was the end of center school. So this is the part that they added on, which makes the school a lot bigger and allows it to be like second grade since there's more kids here. It is wheelchair accessible. This is where they have all the teachers' helpers, which is also crammed for them too. But you can see they have 2 desks right next to each other and not a lot of space. We have another bathroom, custodian's office is right here. And more storage. And then, the wires up here is how they get like the technology stuff, and they had to break some of the wall to put it in and have it work well. This is an old school. And then this is the library area, and also right next to each other, and not a lot of space. We have another bathroom, custodian's office is right here, and more storage. And then, the wires up here is how they get like the technology stuff, and they had to break some of the wall to put it in and have it work well. This is an old school. And then this is the library area, and also all the second grade classrooms, which is very tight. And as you can see, even though the classrooms are really close together, they also have a library in here, so it's probably very loud. Also in the library is the art area. They don't do art in here, but this is like, well, maybe they do art in the library, but this is where the art supplies is kept. and the art teacher's office and stuff. And then there's a Chrome cart right there, with some more printer stuff, which is just right in the wide open, which is not good. Also, in the library is not really, it's not really a library, it's just a whole bunch of stuff put up in an open place. Yeah. These are all the second grade classrooms, which are on the outskirts of the library, which gets really loud. And then we're gonna go into Mr. McLaughlin's room, which is in here. This is what second grade classrooms look like. And even though this classroom looks alright, it's still got some storage problems too. With this being right here, I'm sure they don't want students back here, but they can easily get here and have something fall on them. And then they have stuff stacking up there. Oh, and they put their backpacks right here. So they do have to come back here and something could easily fall. And then out here is the hallway, which just surrounds the library. It's loud. And once you get further down here is where they have a lot of storage and supplies, which any person could touch, any kid could touch and like knock something over, mess with it, or fall. So it's not safe. And then over here is just a learning area, which is right next to the library and all the second grade classrooms, and a desk, which is kind of here, not really a classroom. So, yeah. This is where the kids come out from recess, and as soon as they get out there, this is probably the best part of the school. They have this huge area to go over, with a nice playground. They also have swings over there, and tons of stuff to do. And also over there, some basketball hoops they can use. So